All right, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll call the January 10th, 2023 Plan Commission meeting to order. Abby, would you take the roll, please?
Bruce,
Here.
Erdman Hermans,
Here.
Harp,
Here.
Ramsey,
Here.
Schaefer,
Here.
Slavish,
Here.
and Brar is absent and excused.
Okay, the first agenda item is our 7 p.m. public hearing for a petition to Wisconsin Secretary of Transportation for airport improvement aid. And we have a couple of people that would like to speak. The first one we have here is Lisa Hanairo. Lisa?
Thank you. I'm going to speak for myself, and then I also have a comment from a constituent. I'm Lisa Hanairo. I live at 6701 Whittlesey Road, and I'm the District 6 Alder. And I'd like to make 2 points in support of the resolution tonight. One, as a member of the Airport Commission, I voted in favor of advancing the specific capital improvement projects for Middleton Municipal Airport. One project that appears in the resolution is the purchase of an unleaded fuel tank. It's very important for us as a city to make the switch to unleaded fuel as rapidly as possible. And for this reason, the Airport Commission recommended to Council, and Council approved, that we buy a used fuel truck so that we can start providing a particular type of unleaded fuel, Swift 94UL, which 60% of the airplanes housed at the airport can use. We'll be able to start selling this unleaded fuel as soon as the truck arrives here in Middleton, which I'm told is sometime either later this month or in early February. The purchase of the truck is much more economical than investing $450,000 in a new fuel tank, and it also allows us to start selling the unleaded fuel much sooner than if we were to build a new fuel tank. As a result, the Airport Commission voted on September 1st to remove the new fuel tank from the list of projects in our 6-year improvement plan. The reference to the unleaded the unleaded fuel tank in the resolution should be removed, I believe. Number 2, the resolution refers to the comprehensive plan of 2006. That plan was updated in 2021, so the reference should be changed. And in the 2021 comp plan, Strategy 6 of the Transportation chapter says, we will continue to plan for and operate Middleton Municipal Airport Maury Field in a manner that ensures safe airport operations, supports regional economic development, maximizes financial self-sufficiency, and serves as an attractive and neighborly gateway to the surrounding community. Maximizing self-sufficiency comes directly from the city's obligation to, quote, make the airport as self-sustaining as possible, end quote, which is a condition of accepting the FAA's Airport Improvement Program funding, which this resolution is seeking to obtain. So to maximize financial self-sufficiency, the resolution should explicitly state that the Airport Enterprise Fund will be the source of the city's proportionate share of funds to be paid to the Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation for any projects that go forward. This would be consistent with the wishes expressed by 93% of Middleton residents surveyed by Polco in 2021 to support the development of the airport master plan. Those residents, and again, it's 93% of city residents, supported or strongly supported the statement that the cost of development should be fully covered by federal funding and or fees and users of the airport. I think we need to honor the desire of our residents and use the Airport Enterprise Fund to cover the costs, not devote other city money, such as tax dollars or TIP funds, to airport improvement projects. Thank you.
Thank you. And then are you speaking for Andrew?
I am speaking for my constituent Andrew Maltbech, who is at 3315 Prairie Glade Road. And here's Andrew's message. I would like to go on record as being against the proposed resolution regarding the airport development project. I believe there's a hearing on it tonight, and I will not be able to attend. First of all, I'm against allocating any of my tax dollars, be they local, state, or federal, to any improvement projects at the Middleton Airport. I think that any improvements, even if they don't include extending the runway, would increase the frequency of aircraft and the size of the aircraft. This would increase the already high levels of air and noise pollution generated by the airport. This is not what our community needs. I favor quality of life for all of Middleton's residents, not just improvements for the few that use the airport to the detriment of the rest of us. In the future, the role of the airport in our community needs to be diminished, not increased. The proposed airport resolution indicates the airport generally, in quotes, fits the FAA definition of a regional airport. Dane County Regional Airport fits this definition and serves the Madison area for this purpose. It seems to me the Middleton Airport firmly sits in the local airport category and should stay that way. Do the future needs of the airport include turning it into a regional airport? I'm sure such definitions are very important in the eyes of the FAA and its Wisconsin equivalent. Subtle changes in definition can quietly push the needle forward for a busier airport with larger and more frequent aircraft. Among other neighborhoods, the southern half of Middleton Hills is situated under the flight path of the larger aircraft using the airport. Any change at the airport that facilitates more of these aircraft would be a significant detriment to the neighborhood. Once again, the city should reject this resolution. A twin prop aircraft flew over our house Sunday night around 10:15 p.m. and woke my kids up. My 11-year-old daughter asked me why the airplane sounded so close. These are the kinds of incidents that could become more common with any enhancements to the airport. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Is there anyone else that would like to make comment at this time? Hearing none. Abby?
Mark has the list of people who registered an opinion.
Yes, and we put these communications in your packet this afternoon. We received statements from Town of Middleton Town Board, from Ted and Kathy Geyer, 7295 Fountain Circle in the Town of Middleton, from Jerry Joyce and Nancy Brown Joyce at 4545 Deering Trail, Town of Middleton, Gary Keys, Town of Middleton, Catherine Wolf, 4931 Hickory Trail, Town of Springfield, and Stephen G. Ziegler, 4797 Capitol View Road, Town of Middleton. And all of them indicated either opposition to the resolution or at least concern about the resolution.
Okay, thank you, Mark. I will move on with the approval of the minutes from the December 13th meeting. And I have a motion for the minutes for,
Slavish will make a motion for approval.
we have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Erdman Hermans.
We have a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First agenda item is Resolution 2023-02, petitioning the Wisconsin Secretary of Transportation for airport improvement aid. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at the resolution? Abby, do you have any comments?
Staff is recommending approval to the Common Council.
Are there any questions or comments from the commission? If there are no questions and comments from the commission, do I have a motion?
Schaefer will make a motion.
Schaefer moves to approve. Is there a second?
Erdman Hermans, second.
Action seconds. One last opportunity, questions and comments? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Number 2, specific implementation plan modification for sign design review for Maine Hair Company, 7650 Lisa Lane. Who's taking this one? Thanks, Daphne.
Yeah, so this is a company that's actually just over here in Cayuga Court, and they're moving over to the aviary at Lisa Lane. This sign is going in on the west side of the building, so it's facing the belt line. You can see it's this furthest, corner sign. However, they want the signage not on, I always forget the streets.
This drawing is looking north. isn't
Right,
it?
yeah, so this is looking
That's
north.
confusing.
There's signage here that was allotted in the SIP, but they want to move it to the west side of the building. And so the sign is, approximately 60 square feet. And so that's, the facade length of that side of the building. So staff is recommending approval, contingent on removing the other proposed beltline signage that they had before, and the signage on that northern facade at that corner.
The entrance into their shop is actually still on the south side?
Yes, it's on Lisa Lane, yeah.
Daphne, are the owners okay with this change?
Yes, this is their preferred, location for signage.
So Slavish will make a motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments?
Does anyone know how patrons will find the entrance door?
I'm assuming since they don't have any, entrance or door on that west side, so I'm assuming it's just on Lisa Lane is where the entrance is.
Did they talk at all about bringing back like window graphics that they would put on the door or anything like that?
They have not proposed any, so yeah.
Are window graphics allowed? Is that part of the sign code, or is that a separate?
I think it probably would need to be reviewed.
We've
and-
done that before,
Yeah.
reviewed them before.
Yep. So, but they're not proposing that at this time.
Not at this time, no.
Any other questions? Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, specific implementation plan modification for sign design review for Quest Industrial at 2330 Eagle Drive.
Yeah, so this is replacing an existing monument sign. We brought it to Plan Commission because the change is so drastic and they're adding illumination to the monument sign. I think it generally stays within what is allowed in our sign ordinance, except for, I believe, the square footage is like 10 square feet larger than what is allowed. But this property is in a PDD, so we do allow a little bit more flexibility. And the sign is allowed up to 10 feet, and they're only going up to 7 feet.
The square footage additional is because it stays that full width all the way to the ground, is it? 'Cause
Right, yeah, I
it really
believe
doesn't
so.
look any bigger than American Girl sign.
Right.
It's kind of a trade because it sits lower.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Any other comments or questions? Randy? Nothing? Okay. Just checking. Could I get a motion then?
that Schaefer will move.
Schaefer will move. Second?
Bruce will second.
Bruce will second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. That's it.
Good.
So we can move to adjourn. If we have a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second?
Slavish will second.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you, everyone.
You.